First attack is denied right away by the green shirts. That was a solid block coming from the Patriots, and first service for Chin Sumage. Licauco will go to Batas. Alabin will attack. Okeke from the back. That's kept alive by Don Pacundo. Licauco upset. Oh, long rally we have. Ateneo searching for their first point. Can this be it? Licauco will set up the play. Batas will attack. And another rejection.
This is a good start for DLSU Dasma. They have a solid net defense and at the same time, solid floor defense as well. Kahit ang lalakas sa mga pinapalo nitong Ateneo squad or sometimes placement lang, ang ganda ng pwesto ng DLSU Dasma.
And iba yung energy nila, Paning, no?
Yeah.
the past 2 points that they've had, they are so energized. And even the crowd, their supporters have come out here at the Paco Arena.
There's a lot of audience wearing green shirts now. So that was a foot fault called on Aymar Okeke.
So it's 3 straight points. Finally, Ateneo on the board after that service error. And Ateneo will serve courtesy of Amil Pasino. Checked by the Blue Eagles. Here comes Alabin, the drop. That drops.
That was a good placement at the drop ball by Popoy Alabin. Take a look at this. Parang iniba niya yung speed nung approach niya mid-air. Kaya naman nahirapan doon sa depensa itong Ateneo.
Cruz with a serve that sails out. So 2 of Ateneo's points coming from the service errors nitong Lasal Dasmariñas. Cyrus de Guzman will serve. That's a bit close to the net. Chance for Ateneo, but not the best first ball. Balik sa kabila. Combination does not work. Licauco goes middle. It's short.
Yeah, that was a bit low for Ryan Daculan in the middle attack for Ateneo.
So Lasal Dasmariñas holding on to a 3-point lead. 5 serving 2 in the early goings of this match. Licauco upset. Okeke gets his first attack from the front row, and he is able to score.
Take a look at this open attack by Okeke. Ang taas ng talon niya at ang taas ng reach niya at the same time.
Three serving 5. Oh, what an attack from Alabin.
Yeah, that was a good combination attack from Alabin, but you also have to give credit to his good first ball. Sakto lang sa setter nila, and that was a good approach. Faking his approach, kaya naman na late ang blockers ng Ateneo.
That one is outside. So the service errors hurting the cause of Lasal early on, kaya hindi sila masyado makalayo dito, Paning.
Right, that was 3 service errors so far for this set.
Aymar Okeke will serve now for Ateneo. They go back set. That is outside, and Ateneo is just within a point. Five serving 6 here in set number 1. Oh, that's way short. And he quickly apologizes to Coach Timothy Santo Tomas, who's a busier man nowadays, no? Dahil he's also the head coach for the Petrogas Angels. De Castro with a bump set. Then Pasino knocks it in.
That was a good out-of-system attack by Amil Pasino. Medyo malayo na siya dun sa net, but nagawan pa niya ng paraan yung open attack niya, getting their 7th point for this first set.
Oh, 1-2 play. The setter, Ian Hidalgo, has been active for Don Pacundo. He sends us to the first technical timeout.
Kung bagong mukha ng DLSU Dasma ang nakikita natin today on the side of Ateneo, it's more or less the same team that we saw compete back in the 2022 Spikers Turf. And after falling short of getting into the Final Four in the UAAP Season 85, Coach Timmy Santo Tomas believes that being here in this league will be the perfect avenue for the team to strengthen their discipline, their maturity, and familiarity with the system, lalo na sobrang daming bata pa in the team. In fact, Coach Timmy plans on expanding his rotation this conference to give more minutes to his players and the second squad before they start their campaign in the UAAP. So stay tuned in our Pilipinas Live app and join in our conversation online with the hashtag SpikersTurf2023. Dipin Paneng.
Thank you, Doreen, for that report. Always some of the teams looking for ways to prepare for their tournaments, and Coach Timothy Santo Tomas hoping na his team will be able to gel, knowing that may mga bagong players sila. They will use this tournament of course, build on their chemistry.
That's right. I like what we mentioned during the pregame na medyo matagal itong conference na to dahil ang dami nating teams, 24 teams, and each pool will have 6 teams each. But single round robin nga lang yung laro nila, but still, this is a good experience for all of the squads.
Can you talk more about leagues na ganito kalaki when you face schools, clubs from different places? I'm sure when you were playing volleyball as well, Paning, it was exciting for you to face yung mga hindi mo masyado nakakalaban in tournaments.
No, actually, yun na nga. Minsan ang hirap mag-scout kasi hindi mo sila kilala. But ang pinaka-importante is every time you have a game day, kahit nga sa training lang mag-start na kayo, na maging seryoso. You know, you have to take lahat ng games, you have to treat it as like championship game na. So, all out. Kaya nakikita natin din dito sa DLSU Dasma na since the start of the set, all out sila. But yun nga lang, ang daming errors na nakukuha. Service area, outside attacks. But itong Ateneo squad naman, so far, relax sila maglaro. Unti-unti silang nakakatikit sa score, and now we're all tied at 9.
Right, 9-all. Mahirap na mag-scout with a number of teams. Mas mahirap pa sa first game day kasi wala ka talagang pagbabasehan prior to this. It's a close set number 1. Licauco goes to Batas. Easy pickup for Lasal, but not the cleanest of connections. Okeke faked the attack, went for the set. Here comes Alabin. Set back by the blockers of Ateneo.
Yeah, wala masyadong coverage doon. Itong Don Pacundo, Lasal. Now take a look at this. Mabagal nga lang yung dating ng bola on their side, but no one was there to get that coverage.
And Ateneo is back up with the lead, 1 point. What a serve from Pasino. And it turns into an error for Alabin.
And now Ateneo is up by 2 points. Score now is 11-9.
Slow start for Ateneo, but they were able to recover right away. Pasino. Oh, there's a rotational error on the part of Lasal.
Yeah, I think masyadong napaaga itong pwesto ni Ian Hidalgo, the setter of DLSU Dasma, because he's in the back row.
Well, they got to settle down because Ateneo is now up by 3 points. Pasino continues with the power serves and another ace. This will prompt LaSalle to call for time.
Magagawa yun. Hindi nga pwedeng mag-asahan sa pasa eh. Tulong-tulong, okay? Oh, isang magandang pasa, tapos papatay tayo sa atake. Okay, oh, go, sige.
Oy, masyadong malaki yung cover natin.
Hey, ano mo?
Masyadong malaki.
Few instructions from LaSalle in that huddle. Right now, they find themselves down by 4 points. Sometimes you only need to call a timeout para ma-ice yung server ng kabilang team. That's what happened as Pasino sends it short.
Just like what the coaches of DLSU Dasma reminding their players to relax lang and calm down dahil medyo agit sila ngayon eh. Since the start of this set, ang taas ng energy nila, tapos ngayon napapansin mo na bumababa naman yung energy nila since ang laki na ng lamang nitong Fujibar Ateneo. 4 points.
We saw how hyped they were. And I was wondering bakit ang lakas nga ng cheers. Kasi yung game before them was also De La Salle Eco Oil. So
That's right.
pareho mga Lasalista cheering for this team as well. Alabin goes up, off the block, gonna score.
Smart move there by Alabin, using the hands of his blockers. Take a look at this.
Oh, that elevation from Popoy Alabin. 11 serving 14. That is short. I think that's the fourth.
I think it's the 4th or 5th service error.
No? Dami
Right.
na for LaSalle. And that one is a violation for Ateneo.
A net touch called on Ryan Dakulan.
So back-to-back points for DLSU Dasmariñas as they try to inch closer. Licauco goes to Okeke. And that's a point.
Good attack there by Okeke, sending his team to technical timeout. Ateneo is up by 4 points.
This upcoming Spikers Turf, iba na yung level ng laro. So, kailangan naming mag-double time sa training. Kailangan naming i-correct yung mga lapses namin na nagawa nung V-League. Naniniwala ko na may papakita kami na mas malaki, wow, kaysa sa pinakita namin last V-League.
And Ken Batas has higher hopes for his team in this invitational conference. Last time around, they joined the Spikers Turf. They finished 6th out of 7 teams. Meanwhile, Don Pacundo continuing to cut the lead, and they're now down by just 3.
Yeah, that was Chin Sumage using the hands of his blockers for his open attack.
Sasis with a serve. De Castro bumps it to the left side. Pasino will get the point.
Still a 4-point advantage here by Fujibar Ateneo.
Let's see what LaSalle will do here. They go to Cruz, and that drops.
That running attack from Renz Cruz of Don Facundo LaSalle working well, cutting down the point to only 3 points advantage here for Ateneo.
Better first ball for Okeke. Licauco goes middle. LaSalle will try to attack on the right side, and it doesn't go over. The attack coming from Malaiba. So it's a 4-point lead for Ateneo as James Licauco will get set to serve. Tough set there, but no problem for Chin Sumage.
That was actually a good set from their setter. Talking about Ian Hidalgo of Don Facundo LaSalle.
Di naman siya pinahiya ni Sumage on that attack. And then the counter of Pasino.
Oh, but there was a net touch called on Renz Cruz.
That one went wide, but Cruz says otherwise. They will try to challenge this net touch call. So violation ang tinawag, overruled by our first referee, but then you saw Cruz signal to their bench.
Parang he's confident na hindi siya nag-commit ng violation. Talking about net touch. Itong si Ian Cruz.
Well, let's see what the replay will show us. Sometimes, yung adrenaline no, na
Oo.
tinatawag natin, you don't notice it because of how fast things are.
That's right.
But the replay will tell us what happened in that last play. And if that is a successful challenge, they will go closer to just 2 points behind Ateneo. But we saw early in the first set, paning lamang tong Dasmariñas. But you talked about na yung medyo agit at first.
Right.
How do you start a match? Dapat ba super energetic ka right away, or is it somewhat paunti-unti dapat yung ipag-increase ng energy mo?
Based from experience,
Yeah.
paunti-unti yung energy. Kasi minsan ang hirap na ang pag-start mo, sobrang taas ng energy mo. Tapos minsan middle of the set or patapos ng set, biglang bumababa.
Might die down, right?
And I don't know, that's why we call ourselves Team Diesel. Ang tagal namin mag-init inside the court.
Pero
So-
pag nag-init, grabe na.
Tuloy-tuloy na. But is there a net touch?
Oh, that was so close, but yeah, merong onting daplis. Probably the slightest of that skin
Yeah, most probably.
grazing the net.
So the point will go to Fujibar Ateneo. They're up by 4 points, 19-15. So that's an unsuccessful challenge by Coach Jerome of Don Facundo LaSalle Dasma.
19-15. Good first ball and a chance to attack. And Dasmariñas scores.
That was PB Malaiba on the opposite. So the first substitution here for the side of Don Facundo LaSalle. So Christian Batong will now do the service for the DLSU squad.
A lot of young players for LaSalle Dasmariñas, who are just 20 years of age. That was a good serve. And we understand why he was sent in, but Ateneo, with that counter, causes the violation from the Patriots.
Yeah, net touch called on Don Sasis. So the point will go to Fudgy Bar Ateneo.
Hidalgo upset the push by Sasis. Hidalgo nilipat sa kabila. And off the block, Malayba scores. Don Pacundo just 3 points behind Ateneo.
Oh,
But again, we've talked about the service errors.
yeah, yun yung mga sayang na nasa inyo na yung momentum. Sinusubukan ng team nyo na humabol sa point ng kalaban, but habang nasa service area ka, makakakommit ka ng error.
Couple of subs coming in for Ateneo. As Jan Mangulabnan enters the game. Last couple of conferences, he was still part of the VNS team. And now suiting up for the Blue Eagles. They go to Okeke. And Okeke with a smash.
What an attack there by Okeke in the open. So we will expect more attacks on that side of the court for Fudgy Bar Ateneo.
And another timeout, the final one for set number 1 para sa De La Salle Dasmariñas. Well, La Salle calling that final timeout as they find themselves behind by 5 points. Mangulabnan, nice serve. And that sails out for Alabin.
This is actually a strong rotation for the side of Fudgy Bar Ateneo. They have 3 attackers in the front row, while Don Pacundo, La Salle Dasmang only have 2 attackers in the front row. Their setter is in the front row. That's Hidalgo.
Hidalgo upset. Okeke was there for the pickup. Saved by Ateneo. They go middle to Sasis.
Good save.
Nilipat sa kabila. Blockers were there, but the coverage of De Castro present. And that ends with the attack error of Amil Pasinio. Mangulabnan back sets to Okeke. Powerful attack.
Good first ball from Okeke and a good opposite attack there. So sending his team to set point.
Oh, you've seen the attacks of Okeke. Pag maganda yung set talaga, it's almost a sure point for Ateneo. But his service hasn't been perfect. That's his second service error of the set. So 1 set point saved for Don Pacundo. Renz Cruz checks back in for the Patriots. De Castro, Mangulabnan goes to Pasinio. And he is able to finish as he scores off the block to get set number 1 for the Ateneo Fudgy Bar Blue Eagles. Let's take a look at that play. Mangulabnan with a nice set of play. And then Pasinio with all power. That ball sails out. And the first set goes to the blue shirts. We'll be back with set 2 when we return.